What is up, people YouTube? It is I, Super Mario Zilla, or you can call me Vinny, and today we're going to take a look at the S.H.Figuarts Homecoming Spider-Man and the Option Act wall set. I'm sure there's only two of you who don't know who Spidey is. To make it brief, teenager, bitten by a radioactive spider, gets spider powers, uncle dies, puts his life on the line for others. This figure was revealed a while ago, and is one of the few figures that comes with unique exclusive accessories. The wall. But more on this thing later. So, shall we take a closer look? Alright, so Spidey looks good overall, but we do have a few issues that need to be addressed. The head sculpt looks pretty sweet, the web lining is clean on the head, no complaints. But issue number 1 strikes. The eyes are silver. Now, the eyes don't look bad, but they're inaccurate to the movie, because the eyes were white, not silver. But hey, it won't bother everyone, but it will bother some. The neck is issue number 2. The neck is too long. It may not necessarily be a big deal, but it is an issue nonetheless. The rest of the figure has a texture throughout all of the figure, and I personally like it. Some people may not, but hey, that's just me. The body has a semi-muscular sculpt you could tell Spider-Man works out. The pecs do look a bit off. I'm not sure. They just don't look right where they attach to the shoulders. The logo on the chest is cleanly painted and looks great. And once again, the web lining is spot on. The arms are semi-muscular skinny sculpt and it looks good. Spider-Man was never bulky, so this figure does a good job capturing that. The paint is clean on the arms, no issues here, but we have another problem. The blue is too dark. I looked at clips of the movie countless times, and yeah, the blue is too dark. It doesn't look bad, but objectively is inaccurate to the movie. The web shooters look great and are nicely detailed. They look fantastic. And we have another problem. There's no web lining on the hands. Nada. Goose egg. See you later. Zippo. That really sucks, since in the movie he had web lining all over his suit. Moving on, the belt is captured nicely, the paint on the cartridges are nicely painted, and the semi-muscular sculpt continues to the legs, and it doesn't look too bad. There aren't any issues to point out other than, the wrong blue. The lower legs transitions to the red, and the paint is clean, no issues. The web lining is present on the feet, so that's good. And the bottom of the feet had the intricate detail like from the movie, and it's captured wonderfully on this figure. It looks fantastic. The back of the figure is fine too, and the back spider logo, again, captured really nicely. So the problems I mentioned may not bother everyone, but it will definitely bother some people. But the looks overall are pretty good, and the issues are relatively minor. SpiderMan's articulation is really good. I was expecting, more limitations than, what the final product actually has, but no, it still is really good in some places. Actually, just all around, nice articulation on a Spider-Man figure. Not as good as Revoltex for obvious reasons, but no, articulation I still think is kick-ass on this guy. Some issues we do need to discuss, so don't get too excited. Alright, head is on a double ball peg, can't look up about this far by itself. Can look down about this far by itself. However, with the neck, which is on the ball joint, you can have him look down farther and look up farther. So that's pretty good. Though, again, keep in mind, the neck, again, like I said before, is too long. So, just keep that in mind. They're trying not to make him look like a giraffe. We have butterfly joints right here. Has good range. It's not bad. But it also is technically a ball joint. It just still, it functions as, a butterfly joint. So that's pretty good. Shoulders, they can move up about this far. Little bit more than 90 degrees. Maybe could have a bit more range, but, it's alright, I guess. However, here's an issue. It could get stuck in the butterfly joint if you move it up any higher. So that happens. Be very careful. Try not to scratch off the sculpt or the paint or break something. So yeah, move the arms upwards with caution. However, it can also swivel, so it acts as your bicep swivel. Can move forward pretty far. Can't move back pretty far. And even then, if you do move it back, it's gonna come forward a little bit. So kind of sucks. But again. Forward motion bicep swivel. It's not bad. I don't know why they don't just give us actual bicep swivels instead of this weird shoulder bicep swivel thing. It's kind of, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. I think there could be a way to work out the bicep swivel in this figure. Well, I mean, in Marvel figures in general, because most of them don't have regular bicep swivels. They just have this. So hopefully in future they fix that. Because, you know, something like this can limit some posability. Elbows are double hinged. Way more than 90 degrees, so that's good. Hands are on a ball hinge. Nice range. Pretty good range. Pretty good. Upper torso is on a ball joint. Can move forward about this far. Can move back about this far. The bottom of waist, however, is on a ball joint, and it also is connected on a hinge. So, sorry. So he can move for no, wait. I'm like moving this figure all wrong. I'm sorry. So he can move forward, crunch forward about this much, which is, I think he could go more. Yes, is as far as he could go. So that's actually really good, and he can go back about this far. So again, that's really good. There's a reason why they showed off the articulation in the promo images for a reason. So it's pretty good. Legs are on swivel hinge ball joints. They can kick forward about this much, and you can make them go higher, but, you know, it won't come off to the angle, you know, for obvious reasons to pose them. And it can move back about this much. Pretty good. Thighs can swivel. Knees are double hinged. Excellent range. Feet can swivel. They can hinge about this far forward, which is pretty good. This far back, pretty awesome. And with the ankle rocker, obviously. I actually almost forgot to mention the splits. It can move out about this far. Well, yeah, I almost forgot that. It's not perfect splits. Could go a bit more forward, honestly. But for Spider-Man, this is pretty good. You know, he shouldn't really have a total splits. Maybe he should. I don't know, but I think this is pretty good. Way better than Marvel Legends. Obviously, I hate the Marvel Legends splits on Spider-Man figures. They always suck. Yeah, and toes on a hinge. Unfortunately, though, it's not the best hinge in the world. It actually does look a bit ugly, a little bit. And also, we got the metal tubes here, so yeah, that's nice. Actually, you know what? That's another aesthetic issue I forgot to bring up. There are tubes all over the figure, if you don't know how to hide them. Kind of giving me S.H. Monstrous Martha flashbacks, but you know, it's not horrible. It's just that could have been worked out a bit better. So, yeah. But that doesn't change the fact that the articulation on this guy is excellent. Again, some limitations like with the weird shoulder articulation, but it's not bad. You can still get Spider-Man in some pretty kick-ass and smashing good poses, like I'm going to show you right now. Okay, perhaps this isn't the most flawless or best pose in the world, but hey, that's just a good way to show you how good the articulation is on this figure. So yeah, despite the limitations, for the most part, Spider-Man is pretty good with the articulation. Not bad. Spidey is just a little over 5.5 inches, so this is a good thing since in the MCU he wasn't too tall, and he was a teenager. But anyway, it's time for size comparisons. Here he is with the S.H.Figuarts Black Panther and Ant-Man. Here he is with the S.H.Figuarts Tony Stark and Captain America. Here he is with the S.H.Figuarts Doctor Strange and Star-Lord. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Wolverine and Carnage. And finally, here he is with the S.H.Figuarts Rocket Raccoon and Iron Man Mark 46. Spider-Man sizes well with the other Marvel figures, so he'll fit right in with your Marvel display. And if you want to sneak him in with some Marvel Legends, you can do that. Accessory time, and good lord, he comes with a lot of stuff. And you know me, I'll be going over all of them. First are the fist hands he had on him in the package. 2 calm, relaxed hands. 2 wall crawling hands. 2 web flipping hands. 2 give me a phone call hands. 2 hands for holding the phone. And 2 web holding hands. Interchanging the hands can be really nerve-wracking. Some people have actually broken the ball hinge on the wrist, so if you're having a hard time interchanging the hands, use a hairdryer. SpiderMan also comes with 3 sets of eyes. 2 regular eyes, 2 slightly squinting eyes, and 2 squinting eyes. To interchange the eyes, Spidey comes with this tool to help you do so. Take off the head and find the pegs of the eyes in the head itself, and use the tool to pop out the eyes. Then get the eyes you want to use and put them in the peg holes on the head. Please be careful, the eyes are very small pieces and can get easily lost. Also, if you want, you can mix and match the eyes. Now Peter can look neutral or pissed off. Next, he comes with a cell phone. The screen is a very nice metallic blue, and it looks, I'm not kidding, it looks fantastic. And the back of the phone is a nice satin black. To use the phone, pop on the phone hand, and pop the phone into the phone gripping hand. And now Peter can continue pissing off Happy. Next, he comes with his backpack. Great detail captured here. And the paint on this thing is surprisingly clean. The way you put it on is by popping out this strap, then put the straps through the arms to his back, then pop this strap on, and now Peter can rush to his school. Then we got this back piece for Tamashi's stage act, or as I like to call it, the most useless accessory in the history of figure accessories. To use this, you pop off the back piece of his logo, then pop this thing on, and put the Tamashi stage in a hole. But let me show you something. You don't even need this damn thing at all. So including this just felt like a cheap way to give us more accessories. And this thing is even more useless if you ordered the wall set from Bluefin. Rage aside, let's go over the last of the accessories. The web accessories. 2 shooting webs, 1 short one, and 1 longer one. And 1 web line. To use the shooting webs, just pop off the existing hand, put the circular end of the web onto the ball joint, and put the web flipping hand on. Again, doing this is a bit nerve-wracking, so if you're having a hard time, use heat. The web line is easier to attach. Just pop on the web gripping hand, then pop the end of the web line into the gripping hand itself, and that's it. I have one big problem with these webs. No paint. Just clear plastic. That's right. No paint. Zippo. Goose egg. Goodbye. Rip. Rest in peace. Rest of potatoes. Rest of pepperonis. Rip of potatoes. Rip of pepperonis. I thought this is S.H.Figuarts, not Monster Arts. Oh, I'm gonna trigger a lot of people in the comments for saying that, but honestly, I don't care. Finally, if you order the Bluefin US release, you get the wall. It comes in many pieces. 2 long pieces of the brick wall and 4 smaller pieces of the wall. 1 rooftop piece, 2 pieces to keep the wall stabilized, and 1 stand to hold up the wall. Also, he comes with the bat. Whoops! I mean his spider signal thing. Yeah, I don't know exactly what this is called. And he comes with 1 arm that could go on the wall to hold up Spidey. And we have 2 clips for Spidey, which makes this thing even more useless. The wall has excellent detailing. I'm not joking. The bricks are not all nice and clean. They actually have cracks in a lot of them, and it looks really good. The paint is a nice brown with a darker brown wash in the cracks and crevices, and it makes them stand out and the wall pop so much. Nicely well done. You can set up the wall in 3 ways. 1 being the long way, 2 being this way, and 3 being the opposite side of the 2-way. If you have it the long way, you have to use this tall stand to keep it from falling from the back. If you have it like this, you have to use this piece to keep both walls from flopping. The rooftop piece just slides into the corner, and there's a peg hole into it so you can use a support stand. And the detail on this thing is, again, really awesome. To use the Spidey signal, you have to attach these 2 pieces of clear plastic and put them in the hole of the signal, and put them on the wall by removing one of these brick pieces, then attach them into the peg hole. Also, you can remove another brick piece and use a support stand. On the back of the brick wall, there are more peg holes to use for the support stand. And you can remove this piece right here, again, for a support stand. Wow, that's a lot of holes. Anyway, Spidey comes with a shit ton of stuff and gives you a lot of display options. If you're creative, you can get a lot of uses out of these accessories. And the wall is a nice bonus for the US release, so this figure definitely succeeds with the accessory department. Some of them may arguably not be so good compared to the Revoltech, but hey, that's not really that much of a good comparison, because you know they're both completely different figures meant for completely different purposes. Well, sort of. So, buy, don't buy, or wait for a sale. Spidey looks great, but most of the issues with the looks will definitely bother some collectors that expect perfection. Articulation is great for this figure, no doubt about that. The price of the figure may turn some collectors away, especially the US price of the wall. The US release is a whopping $100 with the wall. The Japanese release is around $62 without the wall. This figure feels overpriced in some areas, so needless to say, if you're not a fan of the price, get it for sale, depending if you want the wall or not. Besides the wall, if you get the Japanese release, he comes with everything he would need. This figure is a solid release overall. In fact, this became one of my favorite Spider-Man figures. So if you don't mind the price of either release and are aware of the few issues, you'll enjoy this figure a lot. I'll give this figure an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to share your thoughts, comment down below. And if you like this video and want to see others, you can subscribe. And if you like behind the scenes or toy photography, you can follow me on Instagram. Link to it is in the description below. With that being said, I am Super Mariozilla, and I am out. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.